we didn't really have a challenge in English at work because people try to understand us.
Right.
People who we work with so nice. They don't care we don't speak English well.
And they try to understand us too.
Yeah.
Maybe with the body language.
We can express without the word. I think I was super excited when I get to the Saint Laurent campaign with Alastair. Junya Watanabe's show.
He loves hair, like that we can show. I was so excited to do that, and it takes a little bit time, but that's so good experience for me because I have to push myself, and he pushed me too for 1 month. So, like I make a lot of wigs for him.
Every week you send a picture and he says just a few words back.
I make it more repeat, new shape, new texture, or new color, maybe new everything.
Even in Japanese, he cannot explain in the words, so he has to show. Bob Recine.
He taught us like about hair.
To be creative, like go beyond what we can do. That's how he taught us. Like when he worked with Bjarne for the exhibition, he helped Bob making a sculpture with hair extensions and stuff, and I helped Bob with makeup. They don't even know what they wanna make. They wanted Bjarne and Bob wanted to see what they never seen, so I just have to come up with crazy. Like I have to break a Chanel cosmetic and all the stuff in it, throw on the canvas and pour the rays.
It's super heavy.
It was like bigger than this carpet. That's how I learned how to do a crazy makeup. Like go beyond the face.
Yes. People usually do something like this, right? But the braiding is like more like that. And the cornrow things, like people think about it like this, but braid like to the scalp to do that is so complicated. And they're using like the fingers, like sewing. It took me like 1 month. My teacher, I couldn't speak English, she couldn't speak Japanese, so it's like more like body language how I learned. Then she taught me, and then I practice a lot at my house, and I show her. Then
Shingo loves practicing.
I always practice for everything. English not good, but
how we met? We are in the same class in Tokyo, in a beauty school.
Yes. Same class.
He was actually makeup class. He didn't study hair. He studied in New York actually.
Yes, when we are 18 years old.
18 and then
So almost half life
over
of us.
we're together. He didn't really come to school. I was very good student. And after graduate, he already knew he wanted to go to New York because he wanted to learn like braiding because he loved he had upper hair when he was 18. But he just wanted to learn
The braiding.
in a salon.
In the salon, yes.
I wanted to do makeup, but I didn't decide New York or London or Paris at the time. But he said he going to New York, so I decided to go to New York too. But he started working in a fashion industry faster than me.
I met Aki after that.
Hairstylist. Aki, he was working with Loewe at the time. And he asked him to join the main team to do all the lines and stuff. And I joined the part team because I saw her first assistant in a Japanese daily in a Union Square. Because that's where Pat's office at the moment. And I remember her because I read an interview in Japan about assisting people. And I go, oh, and when I read that article in Japan, I go, oh, I can go to New York and work like her. And I saw her and go, and then I talked to her. And then she asked me to come for prepping shots and stuff. So we kind of work separately.
But same time it happened.
And then we stay in the same place in Europe when assisting sector. No? It's happened organically. We didn't try to work together. And then we of course, so like met
Many people.
many assistants who became a photographer stylist. So that's how we work together. It was the best school for introduction. No?
Right.
I didn't even know Steven myself. But I learned how to act on set. Yeah.
How you talk to.
Yeah, like I learned how to do a good makeup from Yadim because I assisted Yadim for 4 years. How he transfers makeup on set, and I learned the most from him. I just wanted to have a fun, so I just look for the school looks like a fun. Many people say, "Oh, my mom used to like do the makeup." Like my mom taught me makeup. She was nurse, and my dad is a high school teacher. So it's like completely far from beauty industry. Maybe that's why I'm kind of got interested in opposite. That I wouldn't say they're like boring, but like I was fascinated. I like reading manga about the fashion and about the makeup and stuff. But I like to cut my friends' hair or their makeup in high school, and everybody was happy about it. So like maybe I'm good at it. So I just chose a beauty school. And then I think you just look like you wanna look cute. So you like
when I was
hair.
Teenager. Especially I really into the hair. I palm that I got the locks. I got the cornrow. Even I could do that by myself.
Yeah.
My teacher was from Zambia.
Zambia, ne?
Yeah.
It's like weird because he loved hair first, but he came to beauty school to do love makeup. Why?
Because like I didn't like hair cutting that time.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to avoid to have a haircut. So I just wanted to hair arrange and the makeup might be better.
Because in Japan, it's getting the hair like stylist license. It's really like a long process. We just want to cut the process and hey, let's go this way. It's not like okay, let's start on my own. When I do assisting, we do test shoot with a photographer assistant or stylist together. Yeah, Charlotte and Claire and Alex and then everybody who wanna try to do their picture. It was very organic. Like they just went on. They just need a hair and makeup, and then we just help. We just go to the shoot, and I met Ethan. And then I also go for his test shoot too, because I just like watching him to try good pictures.
We love shooting.
Yeah, we don't really try to.
We don't try to get on the technology. Like we just have like be on set is fun.
It's fun. I really like helping people.
Even the ponytail I'm doing for the test.
Yeah, like some hairstylists wanna try crazy gray hair for the test because it's a test. Like they cannot do at a photo shoot, right? But we don't really can. I like doing natural makeup for the test.
There's a communication with us, no?
Yeah.
Like through the photo shooting, we can talk.
Yeah.
We can create something.
So I think people around us just grew up to be a great photographer and a stylist. Then through them we meet new people. Like during the addiction campaign, I have a control to my team. Then I pick the food I usually work with because I know how they like and how they think about beauty. The collection for Addiction Tokyo, like this collection is more like a glove. And I know Shadow or Richard can take like great color of the eyeshadow. And then sometimes I make a collection, it's very sensual and like more feeling, and I want to work with Mario. Like I pick the essence from them. I imagine how they picture my color and the face. Then yes, I usually I want to work with people who I've done before. But actually I just only one time for Addiction Tokyo, I work with Elizaveta Porodina I never worked with her, but I like her work, so we wanted to do a palette collaboration. So I made a holiday collection inspired her work because her work is very colorful. But to shoot with her was hard for me because I don't know how how the process is and how she changed the color. So it was a lot of work, but it turned out really great. When they asked me to be a creative director, I was so surprised because I was in New York already like for 10 years. I didn't know about Japanese industry, but the brand is for Asia and I do crazy makeup. Sense of beauty in Japan is unique, so I decided not to change it much. I want people in the United States to enjoy the color. And then let's see how the feedback is. We are doing a pop-up right now at the Bloomingdale's on 59th Street, and then we see the customer feedback, and I see the color is popular. It's not popular in Japan, but the color I made for photo shoots, right? So I think it's very interesting, and for me, I'm happy because all the color, I like it, but some color, it doesn't sell in Japan at all, but people like 6 years ago. Actually completing, like all the collection I'm making is completed by US customer and Japanese customer.
I think for me, I always like misunderstand something, makes more like new to me.
It's because that English is not our first language. We sometimes misunderstand or we cannot explain what we're gonna do. So we just have to show
Our expression about beauty.
In like whenever Mario or Arasta say, "Do you wanna do something in it?" What is something? And then I didn't come up with any idea. Like, okay, let me try something, and then just walk on the face, and then they find beauty in the thing I do. So I don't usually explain what I'm gonna do on the face. Like explain makes break the beauty.
Too much information is not good. I actually don't remember why I got the camera first, but I think like the camera body is so cute. I didn't take a picture at all, like just collecting the vintage camera, like digital camera.
He's super nerd. He's just like searching what's the cool camera. The new mentorship that Shingo has in Japan.
Hair mentor
is Bob, and the photography mentor is Ikemoto. He likes to go to Tottori to talk to him and then study how to print in a dark room.
How he teach me is like he's quite a unique technique, which is like usually people use a timer to print it, but he doesn't use that, and he uses like
counts himself
with that clock around, like, and then he count it just like that. It's
very funny.
Interesting to me because it's like more hand making stuff. It's like more like not digital, more organic. And now he's helping him to make a dark room in his hometown so that he can... Probably next spring.
Now it's in the process.
Just enjoy.
But
keep doing.
Don't try to prove yourself at work. Just think about what's the best movement that you should take to make everything smooth. Just keep thinking just for him or for her, whoever assisting. Make their life easier. That's it.
And make together too.
Yeah. Think
like
together.
Make the thinking forward.
Think as your own too. So when you do assisting, enjoy.
And help people.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah, be like